going on, folks? It's your friendly neighborhood old soldier coming at you again from Robeson County, North Carolina, where we're about to swim away with the flood. I'm just waiting for Noah to come by with the ark and pick us up. And we're going to load up on there, one of each kind, male and female, and go aboard 2x2. That is how much water and rain we're getting. My drainage ditches are full. My fields are flooded. That's why the farmer can't come out and start planting right now, because if he did, it would just be a mess. Let me show you this over here on the upper field. Sorry about blocking it with my thumb, but take a look out there. I mean, it's just a quagmire. Okay? This is the field over here. And mine ain't nothing compared to some of my friends and neighbors. But farmer can't do nothing with that until it all dries up. And guess what's predicted in our forecast? More mother-loving rain. While you folks up north are getting the white fluffy stuff. Which I know y'all don't like that as much as we don't like all the rain down here. I get it. It's a trade-off. Thought I'd share that with you folks. I'm going off to a meeting right now. Some business stuff. Now that I'm unemployed, woohoo! Yeah, my contract didn't get picked up for this semester. Not enough students. I think I told y'all that last week. It is what it is. So it just gives me more time to stay at home and bother Mrs. Old Soldier. But anyway, headed off to this meeting. Let's talk about the Second Amendment. First, special shout out to New York Outcast and G23. Guys, I really appreciate the humble and kind words the other night on your live feed on Saturday. I'm truly humbled by that, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you. So, Second Amendment. We all know H.R. 127 is trying to get pushed through. And of course, that idiot that people call the president came out on the anniversary of the Highland Park shooting to talk about getting Congress to pass some common sense gun laws. More wasted tax dollars, just like this phony baloney impeachment that, you know, that Nancy Pelosi's got her depends in a twist over. Speaking of which, there's a senator from this state that's going to get a piece of my mind over that. One feckless, worthless, spineless, cowardly Richard Burr. Of course, found out in his first term he was that way, so I'm not really surprised. But anyway, long story short, their next target's going to be to push this H.R. 127 through and make it stick. That's absolutely what they're going to do. Now, the real question is, and it remains to be seen, is will any members of the House that are the Democratic Communist Party actually give in to the will of the people that put them there, given that some of those representatives have a fair amount of constituents that believe in their Second Amendment rights. Because make no bones about it, old Nancy Pelosi, after she puts on a fresh set of depends to this week, is going to do everything in her power to twist the rules of the House in order to get whatever needs to be done in her mind done. Likewise, her buddy boy pedophile Chuck Schumer up in the Senate is gonna twist the rules as much as he can and change them to fit his needs, so this thing will just get slam dunk through. And the other issue is going to be is that the one or two actual people in the House that really gives a crap about our country will probably get stifled in the process, which, you know, is my good buddy Wayne over at Ungrateful Peasant. You need to go check him out, folks. You know, he'll tell you straight up that these politicians are worthless, and I agree with him. I still say annoy the crap out of them. Call them this week, annoy them. Make your voice heard that way. I don't think it's going to matter at the polling, but anyway, that's what's going on. Is now that direct assault for our firearms is about to come into the forefront. Now they've wasted time with this phony baloney impeachment. Now they're about to go forward with this full-out onslaught against the Second Amendment. And that, my friends, is where we need to be ready to not say no, but hell no. I don't know if this channel's being monitored. I don't really care. And I'm going to say that and say this. The only way they're getting mine is out of my cold, dead, blood-stained hands. After I've taken several of you know what's with me before they take me. The sad part is there's going to be some law enforcement officers that think they're upholding their oath to the Constitution. They'll believe they're upholding their oath to the Constitution. And they're going to lose their life. This is what's going to be pushed to. Now, with that being said, there's also many counties across the United States and several states. Sheriffs have already come out and said, whatever they pass, we're not budging on our viewpoint about Second Amendment. And really what that means is they're not going to try and go take someone's firearms. Now, they can't do anything about the laws that are going to be passed on the selling of ammunition and firearms. Not much they can do about that. But as far as if the governor or the president tells them to go take them, the sheriff's already done flat out said, well, no, unconstitutional. Now, the county I live in, like the sheriff, this dude has declared an all-out war on drugs. Drugs and deadbeat dads, or parents. We put those parents, because he's arresting deadbeat moms too. And a few other things. But he's really cracking down on drugs. Put into office under the Democratic Party. But I found out from someone that knows him that the only reason he ran as a Democrat is because he knew that was the only way he was going to get elected. Even though our county had overwhelming majority vote conservative Republican in the presidential election it's ever had. I think 65% of the county voted for President Trump and for Representative Dan Bishop. I don't know how it turned out for that worthless Senator Tom Tillis. His was a lot closer. And for the county I live in, it's actually saying something. But from what I was told, the sheriff, the only reason he ran Democrat because he knew that was how he'd get elected. But don't know what his stance is going to be on the Second Amendment. I don't know if he's going to have the intestinal fortitude to stand up and say Robeson County, North Carolina will be a 2A sanctuary county. There's other counties in North Carolina have already stated they will. I have to wait and see on that. But if the House and the Senate push this thing through and get it passed with the bulk of its meat and taters that's in it, I'm afraid some innocent blood will be shed when some law enforcement officer is going to get a warrant because, you know, my neighbor over here saw that I still kept my guns instead of taking them to the turn-in point, or that I didn't turn in all my 30-round magazines. He's going to call and someone can come knocking on my door. Hey, you need to give up your 30-round magazines. We're going to take all your guns. It's going to be, hell no. Get off my doorstep. You don't have a warrant. You're not violating my Fourth Amendment. And the next thing you know, push comes to shove. Bottom line is, there's going to be somewhere, someone's going to, I got this warrant, I got to do my job, and it's not going to end well. So with that being said, folks, keep a close eye on what's going on with HR 127, especially after, you know, the puppet made his prepared speech, I think it was the day before yesterday. And just watch out for what else comes out of his mouth that's been prepared for him by his communist overlords from China. I forget the news article. I think it was a Washington Post. Might have been even, I forget the publication, but it come out. China's leader is concerned that American citizens have too many guns. Who gives a rat's rear end what China thinks? China ain't my president. Neither Joe Biden, but China don't tell me what to do in my own home or my own country. But the fact that this made one of the national papers, and I can't remember which one, saved my life. You know, this is that media being controlled by the Communist Party, folks, putting this BS out there. Now, let me concentrate on this road traffic now that I'm getting into the little old town of Hopeless Mills. Y'all stay safe, stay vigilant, stay armed, my friends. Keep your ear to the ground, keep your head on a swivel. Until tomorrow, God bless, take care. Soul Soldier out.